Everyone says the Equifax hack was sophisticated. It really wasn't. The vulnerability was actually known, the patches existed, so what really failed? In 2017, one missed software update cost the company $700 million. It wasn't a bad investment, it wasn't a bad failed product, it was a missed patch. Here's what happened. On March 7th, 2017, the US government issued an alert about a critical vulnerability in the Apache Struts. It's a widely used web app framework that a lot of companies use. The vulnerability was labeled CVE 2017-5638. It allowed attackers to execute code remotely. So, in simple terms, if you didn't patch it, someone could walk straight into your system. Equifax was using Apache Struts. They were notified internally to patch the system. They didn't patch the system. Between mid-May and July 2017, hackers exploited this vulnerability and gained access to Equifax's database. The breach wasn't discovered until July 29th of 2017. It was publicly announced on September of 2017. By then, the damage was already done. 147 million people were exposed with their personal data, nearly half of the US population. We're talking about social security numbers, birthdays, addresses, in some cases, driver's license, and even credit card numbers. The fallout was brutal. In July 2019, Equifax agreed to a settlement of up to $700 million with the FTC, CFPB, and 50 US states and territories. The CEO resigned. Other executives stepped down. The company's market value dropped from billions in weeks after the announcement. And so here's something that was really uncomfortable. The vulnerability was known, the patch existed, the warning was issued. So this wasn't brilliance on the hacker side. It was just a breakdown in ownership and just follow-up. Somebody sent the alert, somebody logged the task, and somebody assumed that it was done, but no one owned the follow-through. And that's how risk works in large companies. It rarely shows up as drama, it shows up as, oh, well, we'll get to it. So let's be real. An executive assistant or a chief of staff is not a cybersecurity engineer, but a strong, focused executive support plays a very, very specific role. They track high-risk action items. They follow up on unresolved tasks. They escalate when deadlines slip. They make sure noted becomes done. Because in growing businesses, especially founder-led ones, the real danger isn't the ignorance, it's like the unfinished execution. Just things just don't get fully done. If you're a busy founder, ask yourself this. What critical items right now are sitting in your Slack, your Notion, or your inbox without confirmed closure? And that's what my company focuses on. We at Hermesi help founders build the right structure using elite AAs so that tracking, execution, escalation, and follow-through live inside the system instead of inside your head. So where in businesses could one missed follow-up turn expensive? Let me know in the comments, or send me a DM.